based on who is coming to compete. If it is still Mama Lydia and Mama Lydia is not changing the strategy, then obviously John Dumelo will be way ahead. His ambition is even beyond the constituency.
Yeah. If care is not taken, it may not be the ultimate, but it can be. Alololome, Jack Alololome, and what he's saying.
It could be done as somewhat inspired.
Another one. There's no need for you to be somewhere and still be crying when you are not ready to leave.
Yes, if you want to do politics, you can't be honest like that.
But then one for the politics god, family opinion.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Danny Beats Classic.
Showbiz Daily is back on your screens right here on Sammy Flex TV. And just as you know, when we sit like this, we discuss some of the very beautiful stories within our society. Today, the gentlemen are here. Roland Amate from Shagzi, Shut Up Movement Empire. Roland Report, he's here. And I also have Inti Dosu Digital Solutions, aka Chemo. He is also here for us to do our thing. Just so you know, when I have this gentleman seated in the studio, then you should know that indeed, job is done and we are ready to fly. My name is Sammy Flex with my team of producers, Dear Flex the Gosh, Desert, Rex, as well as man like Sammy Tuga. We are ready to rock and roll. I saw someone post on Facebook that John Dumelo will make Mama Lydia look like an ordinary member in the Ayawaso constituency in the next elections. All because the gentleman has seen John Dumelo making some moves. The students' free buses, going to churches, like getting into communal labor with the people. In fact, so many things that will make the people connect easily to him. And when the person saw all these, hey, if a sitting MP is doing all these things with his constituents there, if you are competing him there,
yes, we say a click on update as usual, the main man evangelist. In fact, Papa, we me person me born about so John Dumelo. Ne Jumaya all young or starting yenne. Ebia no be because I am speaking from political perspective. Now should there be? This man has been doing this job of boy school for Mama Kwaya. Now me to me say or no one kasane car. And now or dear school for no be them because Ebimu faces some few challenges. You know, a toda ayana political leaders no Ebimu ba na say a trouble mo mu na so mo kwae. No. Unto mo nka bi o nemom no. John Dumelo born home modern. Which me say ono ane ka. In fact, papa yi wa ya de ne e ka tell papa nyankopon sha no nya ne kase. Me ne me can say, you know, in as much as how you political leader no, you can help your people and give back to your people. Why? Because they were the same people who voted for you when you were campaigning. John Dumelo. I mean, sure me boy about so pa. The me that crown is all the brand teba kwaka hona mayo me nu tie. Don't forget that hashtag boys lives indeed matter. Nyankopon chiro bibia no nka click on update. Bye bye.
So is that all when it comes to politics, or it can change
For
in some dying moments?
Yeah, of course. But you see, in the kind of politics that we do here, this is relevant. What John Dumelo is doing is relevant.
Okay.
People really don't see, especially with John Dumelo's constituency. I mean, what development again are you looking for? He's within the elite.
Yeah, they are developed already.
Yes.
In fact, they are doing their own thing.
And they get all the goodies before it will even spread to the other side. So getting involved in some of these things will help, obviously. And I think John Dumelo, one of his slogans, I don't know if he has changed it, is I did for you.
It is still the same thing.
Okay, so he's still doing I did for you kind of thing. And I think so far so good for him. So what the guy is saying is right. But there's the other side. Based on who is coming to compete, if it is still Mama Lydia and Mama Leader is not changing the strategy, then obviously John Dumelo will be way ahead because he has used this strategy. It has worked for him. So if you are coming to compete again, you have to change your strategy. If you are not changing it, then John Dumelo will still be ahead. But I don't think this is the only way to get things done. I mean, to some extent, in fact, what the guy is doing is what will give John Dumelo the impact more.
Okay.
Because now even people outside the constituency will see it, they will talk about it. Then all the people in the constituency who are not even enjoying this kind of kind gesture coming from John Dumelo, they will see it, and probably they will be thinking, say, one day it will get to my turn. So why not? Why shouldn't I support him? So I think it's good for John Dumelo, but it is not the ultimate strategy to win an election. There are more to it than what he is doing. But this is good for him. It will give him a good image. And maybe his ambition is even beyond the constituency. It's not just to become an MP or even a deputy minister. Maybe what he is doing is to give him some form of leverage to push for more. I mean, go higher than where he is now. Maybe at a point in time, he may try to be a running mate for a candidate or even go for the ultimate. And as for politicians, they have ambitions, and it will not just end at where they are. They are always trying to push for bigger one. But I think I will agree with the guy that this is working for him. So obviously, this is a good thing for him to do. And if he is doing it, why not? I mean, we should praise him for doing things that we think works. Yes, but this is not the ultimate to win. Based on who is coming to compete him will also be a factor that he has to consider.
Well, Ro, how do you also see the impact of what John Dumelo is doing?
This is what we call do not change a winning formula. And that is what John Dumelo is doing. Yes, the formula is there. He's used it and he's won. And Kobibeka, so say after election, there no campaign. But then there's also, if you know your competitors, there's in your town, he knows his competitors and he knows how tough that particular constituency is. And he knows the strategy that he used that enabled him to win. So in that sense, that is why he is doing some of these things. Because when him say, or yearly's mistake, the need for him not to be complacent is one that is also in his head. That is why even at a time Amman for be dream say, okay, and this is the time for him to relax and probably concentrate on things that are going on in his office and just pay attention to that side. He is rather with the people, connecting to them day in, day out. And yes, I agree with Chemo say this may not be the ultimate thing. But it can be the ultimate if care is not taken. It may not be the ultimate, but it can be, depending on how
it has the power to change things.
How the person communicates some of these gestures. Because yes, a bit me about say okay, it may not be the ultimate. Ebiana, OBSC school, OBSC market, OBSC some form of infrastructure, be not this some developmental project, be aba constituency nima, aba constituency no. But somebody being on ground, connecting with the people like this can communicate this to the highest level. And once we hear all the developmental projects now, it will look as if say Obiampo or they don't even appreciate. John Dumelo knows that, and just like they will tell you, the work day ground, that is what he is doing. Yes, the work indeed day ground. For me, I like the fact that he is not doing it alone. He is partnering with other people. The last time he did that with the Bar Store Boys when they did some general cleaning in some gutters around a friend said Shiashi or Konglo stretch and so. And we all saw the results that came out of it, especially during these rainy seasons, and other ones that he has also partnered with other forms of people to do, and the kind of connection that he's building from the ground. This is not ordinary. This is not the normal politics that we know. Now the politics system and its operation is changing, and the new crop of politicians are adapting to it quickly. Gone were the days when it is about beji emo bag bako, beji way bako, beji way bako. Now it is changing, and the new crop of politicians are the ones that are adapting to it. So he knows what he is about. And now I will agree with the guy. Let's commend him and hope, say, whatever is pushing him to do some of these gestures will give him the necessary results that he is hoping for. And that will be the final crown to him.
Well, interesting times really coming forward. And as you were watching, John Dumelo having some cool time with some of the students. He's promised to give them free buses to their various locations before coming to school, and he delivered. I was following the conversation on Snapchat with him where he said that, yeah, those who are calling for buses, no big deal. I'd say a day for you, and if I say a day for you, a day, I'll come and deliver.
My leader, my buses during election, no Lucia.
No, Kojini
buses.
Simple like that. Well, in another news, I ask you, what makes you fall in love with a political party? Is it their policies? Or maybe the way they are talking about development for the people? In an interview with a gospel musician, he is thinking that policies there, they are good. Like, the policies should be there, all right. But to him, what will make him love a political party or what will make him belong to a political party is just not about policies. It's about what he would also take home. It's about what he would also take home. The policies there. But at the end of the day, what will he eat?
The national cake.
He tells a story about how an NPP group employed his services for a job that they did not pay. And later, just one person, that was a group of rich men. And they couldn't pay him. This time, a single person, handedly called him and engaged his services. Delivered even what he would call shambolic, because according to on the day, his song could not even play. So he only did a cappella of his songs. That's why he said on the day his song could not play. He only did a cappella of the songs on the stage just for some 5 minutes. He went to his hotel and they came back with money, 20,000 Ghana cedis. He said that was the day. He said, hey, me, now I'm NDC. We die here. That was when he became what? NDC. And Jack Alololome has been talking. Let's go watch the interview and I'll ask my people whether they are cool with his presentation, or maybe he could have polished it a little better next time. I'll be back.
A man for Senka as a gospel artist, any kwanse we were nimni who party awo. Eba ne sena Jack yin anima ye hu se or ta NDC amanyokwachi.
I didn't know almost for cancer.
Almost say adwuma na wo ye no nipa nyina na osoma munti any kwanse okudi afa bi.
Any pain na me there.
Oh yeah, like ye adwuma mo ti men kodi afa bi.
Okay.
Yes na I say omo ni sa afa no wa yi omu nyina afiri wo ho.
Okay.
Nti e ba sa na sura hima mu no indirectly no wa
mapam kophobia free me
bianka wo
followers bia wo say me do omo kono maja omo kwa
sana manfo pa kire
da bi say ne ba sa na enipa na bi opeso sign
eno no
awa sign because yeah
eno so de no kre
baby a na ifi say enam no na yensu hu ni say dia yensu ye wo no e wo se ye de boa ni hina no ye ji o man no esi wo because meka say enye nne ana me beye me bedi party bi achi ana say bia that kind of
so what the MPP achi pen
of course me ma me papa as I'm speaking to you right now you die-hearted MPP.
Okay.
It's just imagine that means you will meet too. But me kai say baby dreamer 2016 me na me nam for Sampai Dr. Srebo Loyo Hinijan Kokofu Nanabi Tabia Kwame Dinkra just like na every
edin we nyina ya MPP for and I person just say na me your now for
me your now for but me can say majority of them MPP for.
Okay.
Ababe 90%.
Edinu
Edinu MPP.
Tabia na boy ntina me.
Oje. Na Tabia no MPP die hearted.
Okay. Ono so jai.
Oman treat ni ye.
Okay.
Yeah. One. Entino mechanic say ni ye share every Sunday bia Kumasi Yagola.
Okay.
Enti omo ye yibima ewo Kumasi Sports Stadium.
Yeah.
So obe kai sa me they invite me na your Bremen Kuma ye program. And a champagne frame and you buy. You be Juma pepe. That day, Lord Inusa, and they introduce me.
Ash FM, those days.
Or no, he introduce me. The performing, everything, me creating, you cry all the my home.
Yeah.
But if you actually know, now call me no more coy and Kakra was here at the moment. Who flew away, free away. Who flew, but you say, yes, Kakra, I'm with the mammy, a Juma, so I'm a bay, I sad everything. Because now me a Juma baby now frame. And I'm a buy. Soon.
Yeah, ma.
But when we say, Obi Beka so now, we do a fool, and I denam, and I do a fool, and I denam. But who so party now, dear children? Yes, sure, so what you are contrary, the amount now, the ODD party. Which you are through now, out of the what I say. Okay. Me honor, honorable Amakofibua. Ofre me onso no so kra say me brother me ni fikru ba ko like me nua me kan say and ofre me so o launch in the campaign that was 2016 and you know opese ka me be support no and am kodri e no we me nyum kra be de ma omo no na nyum na mo enti I was say me ya capella ti me gina stage ni so ya capella be 5 minutes me wie na me call me hotel me wo no buy no me so yeah, Baba Dawasi. At least we know nyam crowd the buy no crowd no. Enough.
We appreciate.
Mama me na me be na me fan 20,000 as 2016. And I'm the goon pan so na me try a picture and I'm dey send it. If you say say aha ye ntimo me moya sesen e wa ha say.
NDC no.
Nti ona ne boy sisi
o okay ti na nya policy ena ma wani GNDC o
policy no tio emfa me nkoru za nya policy tie de ko ba say policy no ho better say bibi push policy ma policy no policy
nti de push you 20,000
oh enya no
na say
me kira o say me kira o say 20,000 me ko ye adwuma ma obi a wan tua meka
na we no
Romeo uti so na no me tse na o kan say if that dey one na won ko e tu ho acha adwuma aduma cha de e kutawi bebre kura firi ho abra o mon kra anenteta hu puduo e na wa be tan kan kan o de start here wo so start abra wa no amfom da because
na anije o mitim
ko foforo mu a kan ya dia bo nse o da no be we ba e no
ano fofom ba kra ba me ye man sa
oh yeah because o pe pa o di kra fi utiri mu o da mu ansana o betan
and it makes sense of course
enti won say e ba sa na me say no we mo me eti asetna pa
oni o moja e ba ko
and on say we mu so be ye afi westerner afi ko ba say no ejinjan say no afi de ye intro support nyam fama
but the one say eh de na omutimi accept wo NDC musa all of a sudden na Alololome omo ye program bia
me tunman sana president abekasa
yes all man saying
me can say
because omo won croford that
bro let me start this from you are you cool with it or you think TMI like some people say
cool with
too much information
cool with what whether you are cool with it or not that is his
no, but you see some things you may say some things today you may not know how they will come back to you
when we get to that bridge we will cross it you see
see
the need for survival is one that you cannot downplay that is the base in fact that is even the basic human instinct the need to survive let's survive first when we do any other thing we will think about it.
Find a way out.
Of course. See, I like the fact that he did not downplay policies to say that, oh, they are not important or we should not even concentrate on that. You can concentrate on it. But you see, you should also understand that there are some people who are not in good standing to even come and look at your policies. That is the first thing. And if a person of his caliber is even not looking at policies, then you should also understand that there are millions of people who probably may be below himself that may also not look at policies. One, it tells the whole nation, it gives us some level of enlightenment for us to now shape how we communicate some of these things to the people that we want them to vote for us. Because most of them, with the basic need of survival, the policies, they don't listen to it. The policies, they don't pay attention to it. And we are here, I don't know, Timmy Basa, now for your mind, about behind, because at the end of the day, somebody will just go and dash certain items in their constituency. No more budget power, then they will come and perform shambolic. Now, how am I know? So for him, there, I like his honesty. You see, I like his honesty. While some people will agree, the policies are the ones that we should all focus on and make sure that where he stands, he can also argue and tell you and give you 10 different reasons why policies did not help us. But it was rather who can connect with you. And that connection comes in different forms. From direct, one that you are chopping direct, to one that example is what John Dumelo is doing. Yes.
Let the people enjoy.
Let the people enjoy directly. That is to him the best policy.
But someone would argue then you are being selfish. You're only thinking about what you would eat and not thinking about what.
That same person saying that, given the chance, the person will still take the same position. Unless we want to be hypocrites and say, oh, and we are more patriotic and we are, yes, patriotism is there. But you see, even the first gentleman, if this nation is to go down, we all know that the person that is the topmost priority or will be the topmost priority in this country will be the first gentleman and his family. They will not say that leave us. They will say take us away. So even if the first gentleman will make that particular decision and say, okay, the country is going down. It is mandatory for me and my family to be safe. So take me away. How much more a citizen?
Yes, Antoira.
Say,
yes, Antoira is gone.
Nobody. Where's Yako? We had only one bill. We had only one boy, and he is gone. So at this point, whatever we will do, just that we will not involve ourselves in illegalities. We will not do anything that will bring the name of the nation to disrepute. That one is dead. That is what we call patriotism. But when somebody says, oh, give me power and I will make your life comfortable, and the person is showing me signs and symptoms, you want me to ignore for what? For hope. While some people have given hope year in, year out, or for years now, and that hope, certain people who believed in those hope did not even see daylight of whatever the outcome of those hope was. It's, at this point there, yes, and you see, the angle that those people are coming from to attack Alololome, it is even one of the reasons why I like his honesty. Say yes, and you're a gospel artist, and you're not supposed to do this, and you're not supposed to do that. At the end of the day, it is you the accuser, your believer, and our person who impose it on. It's your also, I want to believe. No, catch you want to tell him what? It is too much information. Yes, there are certain conversations that were too much of an information in there. But you see, like generally, his entire statement, I like it because we can have about 90% of people who are even parading themselves as policy enthusiasts. You go inside and you realize it is because, meba power, meba power, member.
The policy administrative charges.
And you put it policy, yeah, fly left, right, center. Yes, so policy is not more campaigning. If they are going to go by what they are campaigning or they campaign about, and they will go by the book and do it, fine. That's a national cake. You benefit it. But at the end of the day, let's also understand and agree that some people also render some form of special service, and they need some form of special appreciation in terms of what they bring to the table. Alololome is not an ordinary person in terms of societal hierarchy. You understand? So in that sense, say party who say, okay, you have some form of values, now they want to even contact him for his service, you think he should deny it because of what? He's a gospel artist. And that's on the name carpenter no kobo stage ama campaign. The carpenter deserves to go and do it. Come on. It will be so much unfair for people to go for his head or the people of his life, their head. It will be unfair. It's matter. If this is his reason, fine, we should respect it. Maybe the answer will be saving Ghana. No problem. Maybe the answer may save Ghana. No problem. Let's concentrate on the policies on the other side. Besides, it is the negative and the positive that brings the energy. In the your friend say, chop today, self-justice now. Yeah. You should think of self-justice in the nearest possible time. Meaning now your independence.
Fight for the masses. He will fight for his family.
Alololome, Jack Alololome, and what he's saying.
It could be done as somewhat inspired.
Another one.
Sure. They are all musicians, gospel musicians.
Yeah, of course.
And I agree with him. Just that, like you said, he gave too much that he shouldn't have done.
Too much information.
Yes, and I understand because he's not a typical politician. So he was talking as an ordinary person who is taking decisions that will benefit
based
him
on his
feelings and something that he feels that he can benefit from. So we get it from that angle too. But when you are at that level that he is, he has influence in a way because he is a musician. There are people who love his music and all those things. So sometimes when you come out and you say it like this, it may go against you in other ways. But he wasn't thinking about that because he's not a politician.
He didn't care.
Yes, he's not a politician. Or Canadian or baby and all those things. So he has a point there. But again, if we take too much information that he gave out, what he's saying, it is in everybody. Just that there's a different way of communicating it.
Yeah, presenting it.
Yes, exactly.
It's the presentation.
Exactly. Especially based on the where you stand in terms of the hierarchy or the influence that you have in the society. There's a way of saying what he said. So if you don't say it like that, then we will talk about it or there will be conversation around it. And that's why we are even talking about Jack Alolome's case. You see, no matter how good or how patriotic you are, you always want to serve yourself before others. In fact, the survival instinct is such that even if there should be, like, if there's a danger and you may die based on that, and there's a way for you to get 2,000 people to die instead of you, one person dying. You will take it.
You kill them.
Massacre.
Yes. Just because you survive. Because your survival instinct at that time will not be logical. No, it's about you surviving first before any other thing. Yes. And that's what will happen. And you better move now. Commando, yes, ya chene ba okwajino obekum nipa be taja akwajino baba. Obekum nipa ba ko pe. Okwajino nipa ba ko. Ogan kanu. E de akwa akwajino nipa ba.
Kan is that. Me wa bobi mane kan ono.
Unconsciously, we may not be thinking about that thing like why can you sacrifice like 1,000 people just for one person? But at the point that that person is doing it, he's not thinking about other people. He's thinking about survivor. After him going for a show, bakono kra o yi ne yam or party where or sacrificing for the party. Thinking say, okay, when things get better, I may get something. Nothing happened.
And things got better too.
Yes. And he didn't benefit the way that he feels he should. Okay. Then the other side open something to him.
Precisely so.
Obviously, he's a human being, rational human being as that. He will take it. So for me, for that thing, I am with him.
We die here.
Go to where you feel comfortable. Go to where you think your surviving percentage will go up. Having that money, obviously, when you get sick, you can take care of yourself. When you are hungry, you can take care of yourself, and even your family or your inner circle, the people around you. Instead of just sacrificing for some people, you know that they live big.
Yeah.
Now we will sacrifice. It's a policy. Meanwhile, the policy, they have administrators who will implement the policies.
Of course.
And mostly the benefactors.
They are in there.
They are in there. The administrators will administer the policy. And they do it so well that when you see them like, yes, they are the administrators of the policy.
They are really administrating.
Yes. So I'm with him on that. Just that the way you communicate it is an issue. And yes, we will talk about it the way we are talking about it. But hey, we are human beings and we understand that this is how the world moves. Yeah.
Well, I think we can do the very final one so we can run away from here as we prepare for other things for you. Now, Socrate Sarfo has never been a happy person since he joined politics. In fact, I don't know why he even decided to join politics, because since he joined politics, he has never been happy. When his party is in power, he is not happy. When his party is in opposition, he is not happy. So what power makes Socrate Sarfo happy in this politics game? Yesterday someone said, some time ago, Socrate Sarfo crew. Now he is crying. Socrate Sarfo crew. And now he is crying. Oh! When Socrate Sarfo was in power with his NPP party, every day he'll be on radio complaining and they are not minding us. Oh, there isn't a video I think he was even crying.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He cried like, and I'm going, he crewed. He crewed. He cried like live on the radio. So we thought that, okay, at that time you said your party was in power and they were not minding you, so you were feeling sad. Now, still, Socrate is still crying. This time around, what is he crying about? Well, in this video on OKFM, once again, Socrate is saying that he is jealous of the way NDC is treating its people who are part of the creative industry. I'm sure one that has actually broken the camel's back, that's one straw that has broken the camel's back, is the latest appointment of Kasum Sinari as the ambassador to Spain. I'm sure Socrate said, hey, Kasum Sinari, ambassador. Like, how would this be beautiful? Oh, the ambassador from Ghana to Spain was once an actress, and oh, here comes some beautiful, fair woman. And so he said, it will even make our country look good. Like, hey, look at someone. Indeed, when you go and watch her on the screens too, you love her. But in their case, they have all the good people there. They have all the good people there, but nothing for them. That is why Socrate is crying. Once again, is there a point in there to consider, or another survival instinct kind of thing? Let's go watch Socrate. When I come back, we'll be talking.
Halifax, let me say something. I jealous my colleagues. If I look at the way, the leverage I hear more in this government, I jealous them. Let me confess, I jealous them.
Why do you jealous them?
I feel say the NDC, I respect the mental fortitude of the creatives.
Okay, fam. 1, 0.
Mitepa.
More creatives no. NDC for no I respect you. Say omo nyansa bi, omo contribution bi. Hali,
yes.
It's not easy that you have somebody who can attract attention. Her popularity Okitano, any following Okitano, is a plus to even the country. Into an ambassador, Opio baby, ni introduce no. I bet you it's 50% plus to the country. And I look at my colleagues, the Rexomans, KODs, Abeku Santanes, Masa, Edipa Hena ni yeni, MPP. At the end of you go and they look at you like, who are you? As if you do answer.
you don't have a degree, Papa. Filmmakers, you need degree of filmmaking. We have a degree in filmmaking. Into who will be filmmaker, be no pre-degree, and just on TV. So when I have wisdom, I have intelligence, I have the brains to put pen on paper and write something and make people watch and cry. Are you more intelligent than me? You who go and read people's accounts of something. No abe jina court anasi baby. No abe kind. No abe kotu. Uni me wine we nyansa. Me fa plain paper. Ne ma fa pen. Ne ma churo ma drain. Ne ma churo we be free haba. We be koha. We kuku jina hansi. Uko sha no usu. Ma. Any obia. Asembi esi baby. Ya churo atu ho. Ni wako chiwo empo. Na asembi ab no wakai say oh we ni. Me no wine we nyansa. Ya solve problems. Governance is about challenges and how you can think and bring solutions and ideas. Ideas are solve problems. No? And when MPP start thinking like, Charlie.
Okay. Another surviving instinct, Canadian.
For Socrate, he's shamelessly honest.
Oh, how?
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
Yes, you see, there's some form of honesty that you have to be shameless to admit it.
Yeah.
Else you will not be able to. It will come with some level of shame. And it will say you will now can because one can ye proud. One can ye meow. If you talk, you die. You don't talk, you die. So talk and die. Exactly. And it is one of the things that will push him to even cry, even when his party was in power. And Kayenim so Sika Wofia Kolensu. As when the time as Sika Wofia the partner not so soon. And it is very, very frustrating. I understand where he's coming from. I don't know if after this he would want to switch carpets. He would want to change carpet. I don't know if after this, because say if something changes in the next election, now Socrate Sarfo Sabi soon. Now people will not pay attention to him again.
Why?
If care is not taken, it would even go to even affect his credibility even as a practitioner in the space. Of which me I feel say it is a starting point. A starting point, because if you are not able to get the right people to connect with as an industry stakeholder, then what shows that you can even get us something good in the industry? You see, there's a difference between you as a practitioner in the space, what you are doing for yourself, because you as a practitioner, the first point is what you are doing for yourself as a personal career. The next one is by extension what you can lobby for us to get as an industry.
Okay.
And if one kasampo no, the party me no ato say pe party ba ko join we feel say e di mpuntu be but now one kasa no untimi hu party papa na join there. Then what she was supposed to say the okojina party papa ni mumpo a ubetimi e di nkomo di be papa bi abre. And that will be how the conversation will look like moving forward for Socrate Sarfo.
Okay.
If care is not taken. For me, I believe say yes. There is no need for you to be somewhere and still be crying when you are not ready to leave. I don't know, say the end there for die, you will say for life. Ebiana, he has some SM love maybe for MPP, normal. But then I want him to understand that some people are choosing survival instincts. Socrate Sarfo chose survival instincts from time immemorial, and he's still crying. And can we say switch it? You cannot be doing the same thing and expect different results. You cannot be doing the same thing and expect different results. Switch carpet.
So he should learn from Apia Stadium.
Of course not.
Apia Stadium was a staunch NPP.
Okay.
Serious one.
Go blow
someone who can go to then time castle, Kufuor's place, and even invite others. When you are following him,
you have access to enter.
Then he will go like that.
Apia Stadium. And then what happened? What happened? Killer blew by.
It is a conversation for
Killer bromance. So if today you see
what happened, to put it short, something happened to him. He was expecting MPP people to speak for him or even protect him. They did it. Then the hero of the day, the almighty Ibrahim Mahama appeared and then did him a favor, and that's the end. That's the switch.
That is all.
They burned his car at the time that NDC came to power.
They burned his
car.
Oh.
Yes, some NDC folks burnt his car
because he was campaigning.
Because he was for NPP. And then he was crying, and Ibrahim Mahama said, "Oh, I will buy you a new car." That's
and no. So between this one and Jakalolo, which one is even serious? Which one is even serious? Jakalolo. We say so story. Be story ni baako. Ubo so bia obi. So me, so Kesafu see the people that have cross carpet and are enjoying. See, there are people that have cross carpet even from NDC to MPP that are living better than you that you are being there. So it is not a crime for you to move. It is not a crime. At the end of the day, people are choosing their survival situation above whatever policy you think the party is telling you. So if when your party is even in power, there is some form of total neglect and you are seeing opposite at the other side, this is not about keeping faith. There are situations whereby you can say, oh, this one, they keep the faith. It is not this one for Super Sarfo. I tell you, I can even predict per Nyame ACC now per his own track record for joining MPP. Say if care is not taking crown, na you say room, na NDC say we need the way Amina donko. Amina donko. So Sarfo will have he will have a heart attack because the kind of things that probably they are going to do. And you see the observation that he made, he's right. NDC, me have said that aside everything that MPP has done for the nation, NDC has one thing, and it is the eye for the creatives. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they are able to connect with him, connect with the people in the industry. But I think NDC connects very well or better with the creative art industry than the MPP. And so far, I believe says, Niama we back to see omo pressy, and I call pressy back kwa so Sarfo aka ne yawa odisu. So me, the only thing is that I believe yes, obesha MPP onoma. On share honum sa no nyedi. On choice ne so because that is what choose so den obesha. But then so obesha honum say su at the end of the day one share your no ankasa credibility as a stakeholder in the space. Everybody be affected and it will not be good for him.
Wow. Well,
I think Socrate Sarfo he should switch.
Yeah.
Watch it. I mean, yes, I think he's too honest when it comes to politics, and politics is not like that.
But no, I think I also
he has some
honest personality.
Yeah. And I think it's not good for him in politics. Yes, if you want to do politics, you can't be honest like that. Even if you are a pastor and you are doing politics,
still.
Yes, they will advise you that some of these things you don't say it.
Could be some national cathedral.
There are certain things that you don't say, and I think it's either Socrate Sarfo will quit politics because of his honesty, or he should learn how to play the political game because it's a game. It's not like the way that you see it, and you think people are playing it fairly. In fact, even within your party, they are doing it to you. Yes. The promises
when
that they
give you,
they are
doing it to you. When they go on the position, they are doing it to you.
The kind of promise that they gave you for you to give your all for them to come to power. After that, you are not seeing top to the point that you are even crying at some point.
Yes.
You have given your all for them to come to power. There so you be a defense here. Who you can also create a defense.
See defense.
So create a defense the map of power. Position kakra mo de be man kwa na no mo toss. we pushing it out. Now we are pushing it out.
Culture,
it started from creative arts.
Commission on culture.
And then they pushed him to the board rating the film and classification board, and like they've been pushing him. Yes, and in politics, when you are too honest, that thing will happen to you. Even the people around you, as Kodun Krumah will say, will use you for whatever that they are doing, and you suffer. And I think Socrate is suffering from that. So it's two things: either he will switch to the party that will give him something for his job done, or he will now play the political game well, so that he will also get what he deserves. Even if he wants to be in NPP, one, he has to attach to someone who has influence. Don't try to be independent, doing your job, and later you go and lobby, hoping that those people will push you somewhere. No, in fact, attach yourself to someone influential in the party. When that person is going, they will be dragging you along. Because at that point they owe you. But if you just open yourself up for any of them or every political party leader to use you, they will use you. But at the end of the day, they don't know where your loyalty goes. So they won't really drag you along like that. Even within them, it happens. For Humobi, after that, then you get what you deserve. So for me, I think Socrates should do that. And again, the observation that he's giving or he was talking about is true. You can see more creatives getting more influence or getting more recognition in NDC than MPP. For the MPP, the best time that you see creatives participating or getting serious recognition is when it is campaign time. After that,
look at how NDC has creatively created some portfolios.
Yes,
put this wood there.
Yes,
of course.
I'm sure if they are looking for doctors and professors.
Yeah, some lawyer is the person that they will bring. So what Socrate is saying is true, but for him, I think it's either he will switch, or now he should play the politics and stop being honest in that space. It won't help him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would have to end it here for today. It has been Showbiz Daily, looking at some of the critical issues within our showbiz space. On this note, I want to say thanks to Roland Amate, thanks to Intim Dodo Solomon Chemo, thanks to the producers, Theophilus Digosh, Desert, Rex, as well as Santuga. Until then, we'll be meeting tomorrow. We want to read some of your comments as well, so drop them and let's do it together. But what would make you once again switch from one political party to the other?
Appear Stadium and
me, I have not registered any yet, but I'm looking for what to make me register. For
sure.
But what to make you register?
I'm with you on.
Wait. What is it? Policy?
Oh, yeah.
Policy that are closer to me.
Policy that can influence your life.
Policies that are closer to me. If the policies are closer to me, I swear I already start have your card. So, but then one for the already politics God. Family OPV. Not easy me. Well, we'll meet again tomorrow, same time here on Sammy Flex TV. This has been Showbiz Daily. We're out of here. Bye-bye.
Danny Beats Classic.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Green select glucometer. Fa check it. Push sugar level, fa check it. Fa check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.